In this video, we're going to look at how we can audit time theft in Solink. So first step is to click on the video page. Now we're going to select the location that we want to audit our employee behavior. And typically you're going to want to look for something like a staff area or a break room, because how we're going to do this is we're going to look at employees taking breaks. So we're going to audit that, and we're going to take a look at how long are they taking breaks for, and are they extending their breaks, which is time theft. So there's a whole bunch of different ways to do this, but primarily we are going to audit breaks, because employees taking longer than usual breaks is going to feed into just time theft in general. Now, in each individual store and location, there's going to be different protocols and ways that we can audit time theft, such as when does an employee come in, when do they punch out, and we can get into some of those as well during training sessions. Our one-on-one training sessions are going to be more customized towards your environment, but this should just give you a good idea as to how we would audit that. And these same techniques and tools can be applied to different scenarios. So here we see two employees taking a break, and we're trying to figure out, well, when did they start their break? Well, a very simple and easy way to do that is to leverage our motion search. So I'm going to select motion search at the top here. Now I'm going to highlight this employee right here. I'm just going to cover in a kind of good area in which this employee is sitting in here. And now we're going to see all of this motion information popping up at the bottom. So I want to kind of look where there's a gap, and I'm going to hover my cursor over to take a look at when this employee got there. Now, as you can see, this employee's been there for quite a while. So I'm going to click back here, and I can see that she's there. Now I can see that this, as I hover over and look at previews, I'm looking for when was the last time, or when did this employee first sit down. So we see right around 8:18 a.m. This is when the employee first sits down. I'm going to click play, and here's the employee sitting down. So I'm going to mark that time in my head, 8:18. And typically breaks are only 10 minutes. So first thing I'm going to do is look at 8:28, and I want to see the employee still there. Now the employee is still there. Her break should finish up at 8:18. But as we can see at 8:28, she's still here on her phone. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to go over my timeline again, this half an hour timeline, and I'm just looking to see when is she actually going to finish her break. She's still there for quite some time, as we can see by the motion here. And it looks like there's the empty chair that comes up around, let's get an exact time here. So she gets up around 8:56, which is far greater than how long she should be on break, which should only be about 10 minutes. So this employee took about 30-minute break, 40-minute break, when she should have only taken 10 minutes. That's a big issue. So we have a couple ways that we can action this. We can either sit down with the employee and have a chat with her, show her the footage, but we can also save this footage. And all I need to do in order to save that footage, I'm going to select done, because we are done with our motion search. Now I'm going to look at the time, 8:56, that's the time that she got up. I'm going to click Save Clip. I'm going to come over here to my start time, and I'm going to set this to 8:18. That's when we saw the employee take her first seat. 8:18 a.m. and I'm going to set this to 8:58. That's a 40-minute break right there. And now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to label this training incident. Employee takes 40-minute break. Category description date, that is important. May 19th, 2020. Now that I've done that, I can put a description here in the notes where I list the employee name and mention that they were on their phone for 40 minutes when they should have only taken a 10-minute break. And once I've done that, I have a couple different options here. I can include the email if I want to send this directly to the employee and say, hey, please provide an explanation as to why you took a 40-minute break instead of a 10-minute break. But I do want to just save this, and I'm saving it for a few different reasons, because I can sit down with my employee and review this footage to explain to them that, hey, I can see that you took a 40-minute break. The other thing here is too, if you do end up at some point down the line, you've had enough with this employee and you decide it's time to terminate them, you can create a doc or a catalog of all of these videos in which the employee wasn't doing what they should have been doing. That way, if there's ever a situation where the employee comes back and says I was wrongfully terminated, you have a full catalog of videos in which you had cause to terminate that employee. And again, all we would have to do for this is click the save button. But that's how we use motion search and some of the tools within SolLink to audit time theft. Now, this can be done, let's say, if all of your employees are coming through a back door and you wanted to audit what time your employees got in and what time they left. All you would do is pull up your backdoor camera. You would do a motion search on the door around the time that they should come in, and you'd just see exactly when each employee came in. So that's how we can leverage motion search in an effective way to audit time theft at any of our locations.